man. Okay. You're right. Alright. This multiplayer is what I'm looking for is more damage. Hard difficulty. Oh wow. Oh. Yeah, right.
Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes. Your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
What?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists will have to drift out here forever.
Why are you staring and
just
watching,
to
you
keep
creep?
from damaging the
See what it feel like? Yeah, that shit is like the size of an infant person. Thanks, Queen. Yes, bitch! They only have one? Of the three? They only have one? That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Stop recording bullshit.
Shh, I'm not recording bullshit. I'm broadcasting some stuff. It's not called bullshit ugly.
No, it's not about the support of my conversation. That's what we're recording.
It's broadcasting. What? Stop acting like a chicken head. You. No, you space salamander. You don't work there no more. No, I have to leave you like such and such. Okay, now I gotta figure this out. Strength affects melee weapons. And your amount you can carry. So affected skills will be Huh. Dexterity. One-handed melee handguns, dodge, block, sneak, lockpick. Intelligence. Organs, persuade, hack, medical, science, and determination. I should be a genius.
That's all right, friend. I'll be the brains for both of us.
Oh god, that's disrespectful.
You tend to miss obvious cues, like incoming walls.
We did what? You can't be inappropriate while I'm online. Girls aren't inappropriate, Chris. Affected. Temperament. Yeah, cause I ain't come out here to get back. Let me see. Persuade, lie. Who? I think in the room. I think. What don't I really give a fuck about being right now? I want to lie to people. Oh, wait a minute. Temperament is good. Theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated. We are initiated. I believe this. Oh god. It's cold. It's 10 seconds. I thought I could up some of this shit.
You could make a vicar doubt the law.
Oh, that's what you pick it. Ranged, melee. Ooh, leadership. Matter of fact, give me that back.
What I
Beating
wouldn't pay
somebody
to
up.
see you challenge the chairman to fisticuffs.
I will. That's why I picked that. Inspiration.
A steady hand at the helm.
What? Aptitude. Bureaucrat. No. I kind of want to be a villain. Science. Nope. Fuck this toss ball. Yana there. Oh, okay. I see what's going on now.
Good. I might require you to push a few buttons.
Ha, this is where it gets interesting. Will I make the chala or do I make shuri? Interesting. Oh, wrong button. What? Why? No. Why that boy got a whole used factory mop on his head? He looked like his name would be Tate.
Excuse me, miss?
Oh no. This looks like half of 14th Street. Gotta make him black. I know I want to make him black. That's crazy. Why not? They think I'm about to do all this. Listen, I'm about to randomize some chick. Make her black. Ay, con Kanye. Oh God. Umbangi. What is happening? Where's her hair? Why does that girl have? Oh God, Garangams is crazy. Nope. Why she look like an old ass man? Johnny Gap. Yeah. We'll stay with Gat Face. What? Skin tone, there you go. Chocolate Coca-Cola. Yeah. Ugh. She aight. She gonna look too. Who do we use? Glad this thing don't do face scan. Chris, you think that look like you? No. These are women. And these are dark-skinned women. They got too much lips. That's what's wrong. What? Yeah, you do. That. Alright, if this woman approached you and was like, "Hey, sexy," would you respond or would you turn up your face? Okay, what about I would turn up my face to that cool. Ugh. You turn your air on. Yep. I don't have time for this. Eye color. Where is gray? Ah, there we go. Shotting gun eyes. Don't touch. No. Mm. Mm. Don't touch. Don't touch. Mouth size. Oh, gonna hold me, baby. She got the duck lips. Look at she got the duck lips. Oh gosh. Get the fuck out of my face. Alright, shawty. Let's check out the hairstyles, punter. What? The fuck is she, a basketball player, dude? She's a boy basketball player. Haha. Oh. Tu sabe. Ugh. What number is this? Fucking 7. Ain't got nobody out here doing her hair for her. She got no time. Cut that shit with a fucking razor in the ship. What the fuck? Yeah, she about to get Megan a haircut. I like this one. I think I like that haircut a lot. A little bit of hair and a straight skinhead. Damn, your hair goes is so ass. Just like Ghost Recon. God. Short haircuts it is. Where's that mohawk? Look, she got the little picky fro. This shit. Little Jew fro. Ugh, ugh. Ah, no. Alright. Alright, number 7 so far. She look West Indian. Oh, whoops. Oh, I was about to say. Alright, you're done with the face. Go back to hair number 7. That's some gangster shit. Hair color. Only because it's Tucson. Where is it? Eyebrow style. Number 10. Number 10. There we go. See, that's why you end up making a goddamn girl. Facial hair colors, features. Shit really is Fallout. Eight. Number 8 so far. Number 12. Number 12. Ooh. 18, baby. The fuck grabbed her face? The fuck is that shit? They still got this fucking option. Got the makeup color I can't change? Oh my days. Tried to cut your throats, bitch. That was my Commander Shepard face. Every sky tells a story. A bomb went off. Tried to blow her head off. How old are you? Grandma. This nigga. I want to play with her hair when she sleep, but it's on the dresser. Damn, you go up 2 notches, the wrinkles on the forehead start to kick in. Yeah. I'll make her look like a vampire. I am a vampire. I am a vampire. Alright. Next. Oh, here's the hard part. What's her name gonna be? Sergeant Murder. McBain. Colonel Slaughter, Sergeant Murder. I don't know yet. What could I name this fish? I had a whole bunch of names in my head. I'm in space. They don't know who I am. Star-Lord. He had that. I'm going. Captain Salamander. What? You fucking serious? Alright, they're gonna fear me by the time I finish this shit. Chris. Hey. Chris! Can you turn it down a little bit?
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers.
Bootlickers. Cake sniffers!
Initiate skip jump.
Okay. Terra, that's Earth.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 50%. His drive is
Shit.
irreparable.
Player.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and
Yo,
forced to
boy,
complete its
don't
journey
lock
at
me in here.
sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so...
That nigga rupeed me.
Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see.
You've been rupeed.
Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Remember the hope. Remember the Titans. No peace, no hope. Get used to it. Chairman, this loading? Yeah.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site.
Damn it, I should have used that
He's to be
name.
your chauffeur, so to
Jada.
speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Down. I'm down. I swear he did way more work than that to lock that shit.
Ah, you've landed good.
Phineas Swells.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.
This shit landed on that
no
boy.
sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Nope, no sliding. That would have been awesome. While sneak and use tall grass. Oh yeah.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen
Is
side
that my
effects.
Mangekyo? Did I just awaken my Sharingan? Mm-hmm. Oh. So dog.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take them. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right?
You'll
Just
fuck
barely
up.
scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
It's not gonna work, stupid.
You'd better take my gun then. Careful. It's worth more to the company than I am.
I got you, nigga.
All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction.
Yeah.
You've tried the best, now try the rest.
Yeah,
Spacer's
yeah.
Choice.
See, look, I got
Yes,
you.
nailed it that time.
Somebody killed your boy outside. I'm gonna go handle this.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or...
Yeah, you see?
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Watch out, son. Take the time. What? Oh. Oh, okay, now that I know, that's how that works. Alright, Dread. This is a game over. I hope I did it right. Gonna make me believe that garbage.
You hiding?
Alright, what the hell did I step on? Okay. Damn, we move quick as hell. Alright, I gotta get used to that shit. We're friends. Oh, okay. Give me all them Iron Man arc reactors. Come on. Well, so. Oh, wrong button. What the hell? You really do have to fucking get stronger. Wow. See? Playing all these shits on hard. I'm gonna get this. Okay, okay. Really? Oh, I only have 8 of them left. Oh, there you have that button. Be very, very quiet. Hunting rabbit. Now, how I'm gonna do them? Him over there. You got the gun. We avoid him. If I could do a takedown kill. What the fuck? Fucking game. You won't give me a better gun? Alright. Alright. It's the mind against the machine now. Let's remember, it's a game. Alright, what moves do I have? Oh, whoops. Fuck that. Yeah. Deal with that shit later. Y'all ain't see them niggas up there? Y'all down here fucking hanging out.
Don't know where you came from, stranger,
I like
but you
your
best keep your
haircut.
head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Call on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. You think? Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Woo! Fucking kill him.
Waste of company ammo.
Told you. Yeah, I knew y'all could do that shit. Y'all ready?
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Intruders are not authorized to access the unreliable... Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Engineer, yeah? Alright, bet. Same fucking gun.
Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
Okay.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself. Hello. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. I have been programmed to communicate with diplomacy and tact. Please allow me to demonstrate. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5.
Better catch yourself, you fucking
3,
machine.
2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator.
My name is
Try to
Sergeant
stay alive
Salamander.
this time. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
You've been promoted. Congratulations. You've gained another experience. Open your account. Since I'm doing so much lying. Let's be smart here. Speed so far is not bad. Alright.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it?
Nah.
Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Yeah, you do that. What the fuck was I looking at before that? Fix this nigga. Wait till you come back. Come on. Come right back to where you belong, buddy. I'm gonna bust you right in your head with this shit. Mm-hmm. Piece of garbage. That's as far as he was walking. I should. Scratching, my nigga. Get dirty. Oh shit. Oh my god, the fucking kick. Fuck it. My nigga's not dying. Alright. Oh, I cocked the rat. Wish I would've knew that shit was that strong from the fucking beginning. Oh, it's a breakdown. Really?
business, Fred. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
The hell?
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching. Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Shot this up.
Hey, that's against reg... What do you think you're doing?
Oh.
Thanks for the bits, friend.
Yeah, my nigga, let's pretend that shit ain't happening. See, I didn't know that. My bad. Damn, I fucked up. Oh well. Can't take shit.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'll wait till you finish. We gotta talk real business. I wanna hear what y'all talking
what
about.
Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through. I understand. Your business is your own. Nonetheless, you are welcome in our little outpost. Outsiders are a rare sight in the Vale. If you are a freelancer, then I have use for you. There is pay to be earned, or supplies to tide you over, as you prefer.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Yeah, I ain't Negan. The fuck?
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant.
Yeah,
Sign of good faith
do that.
for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
She look mad sketchy, you, my nigga. We'll see how this shit play out. I don't know. You got that old nigga I don't trust look in your eye.
Great! I got my wrenches and
come with me, let me help you
diagnosticators
escape.
and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Be my
Well,
new
I am
Robin.
glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Ready?
You're safer inside the walls.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
This nigga?
You're safer inside the walls.
My offer remains standing should you reconsider.
Come on, get an elevator.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
See, I fucking knew it.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Got a sec?
What the hell? The fuck? Fuck that girl, just go. The fuck did you just go?
It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Hold on. Okay.
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
There's that door that I used to get in.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? Experience was my teacher. Experience and... So, you want to be an embalmer, brochures 1 through 5, courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development. Go ahead.
No, Mom. It's not you. No, yeah, it says speak to him.
What can I do for you? Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
Something you need?
Almost screwed that up.
Had your rations yet?
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna...
Hope I went the right way. Walk past it. God damn it. The fuck is that? That's nasty. What is that? What?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Church.
And Miss Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town. They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. What would you like to discuss?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
If they don't want to come back, I'm not forcing them.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name Mbakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Right, nigga, damn. You happy now, bitch? Got blood.
Where are we headed? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Alright, bitch. We out.
Sure. Okay, moving out. Be right there.
That's not how I... Okay.
about me. Okay, here we go! Wow, great work!
Yeah, bitch. Give you a high five if I could.
Coming.
God damn, you creepy.
Attacking. Let's go!
Right, you!
What the fuck, crap? You always wait till I get used to this combat. First off, we're not gonna do that again.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Mantisaurus. So Mantisaurus. Fiction. Yeah, you are.
Nice one!
My bad, girl. My bad. What the fuck? Controller. Alright. Your Bluetooth goes nuts. Did a good job. Nuka-Cola.
Incoming! It's bouncing off!
Yeah, oh god, why? Headshot, damn it. Nope, that nigga's that way. God damn it. God fucking damn it.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Alright. Now I'm gonna play different.
Got my sights on you.
Shut the fuck up.
Be right there. All together. I'll fix you right up! Ow!
door. That's fucking crazy. Oh Lord. That nigga had bounce off that shit.
Nice.
Oh. Welcome, bitch. Oh, we in space. We looting. Loot. Give me all that. Got cigarettes? I don't even smoke cigarettes, but I want it. Damn. Damn, really? Couldn't fucking say something before I walked over there. Should have fixed this nigga. No more mercy. That's it.
Inside voices.
I forgot we back on this fucking part. Nah. Okay, it's a shotgun. Oh wow. They really make this game like that. Okay, so I have to play it like that. Wow. Fuck, man. Oh no, god damn it. Mother F word.
Heard something. Here they come! Nice one! That's probably what's wrong with it. Okay, that's what's wrong. $215, $180. Hunting rifle. Whoops.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Nah, I just want to talk to your boss.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Thank you, thank you. Logging in.
Armed strangers wandering into my camp for one. Some of my camp wandering out for another. Got anything in you besides questions? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. I've crossed off my share of marauders. This ain't about them. I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around the gun. Hence my dilemma. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Hell's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Could do without the gallows humor. I'll tell you what I can. What is it? Over in the hothouse, tending crop.
Alright, I'm going. Goddamn.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Steal. Not gonna steal.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no. I'm just along with this lady here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. Well, because I needed to tell somebody. You ain't one of us, and you ain't from Edgewater, so maybe you won't judge me as harshly. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. I'll pay you for every pad you bring me. If, by some miracle, you can bring me the full set, I'll give you something pretty I've been saving for a lucky day. Would you? I'd be grateful. What's on your mind? Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Oh, I can swap out a water filter or charge up a battery and go on pretending I know what I'm doing, but the moment I'm asked to do any real engineering, I'm in trouble. Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't...
Whoops, shit.
We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you.
Okay. Shoot, Adelaide.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that Sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject. No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice. The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Shh.
Fancy duds. Do the tubes get in your way? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Hey, I got time. I'll help if I can. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Incoming! they come! Nice hit!
Motherfucker. Oh my god, my guns are so weak. Oh Lord.
Watch out!
Fucking dog. Trial and error. Trial and error. Alright, motherfucker.
Here they come!
Ew. Mantis swarm.
this far.
Stand and deliver! Always wanted to say that.
Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. I'm great at clarifying. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
What is it?
It's a nice fucking jacket.
I'll tell you what I can. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why Marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Take both of them niggas shit. What the fuck?
Okay, keep him quiet. I always wanted to poke around in here.
Unexpected.
Everyone all right?
Stupid ass robot.
patrol mode.
I always wanted. Everyone all right?
Well, in that.
Performing.
Incoming! We did it!
Sweeping.
Look out! Nice!
Okay. That's enough for one night.